Does this sound painfully familiar? You set the same financial goals every single year, pay off debt, save more money, finally get ahead, only to find yourself in the exact same spot 12 months later, wondering where it all went wrong. You kick off January with a surge of motivation, a freshly formatted spreadsheet, and a powerful promise that this is the year. But by March, or maybe even February, that initial fire has dwindled to a flicker, and the goal becomes just another distant, nagging memory. You're not lazy, and you're certainly not bad with money. The hard truth is, your financial goals were doomed from the start. They were set up to fail because you're missing one fundamental, game-changing piece of the puzzle that no one talks about. So, stick with me, because I'm going to show you the single, overlooked reason your plans always fizzle out. And more importantly, I'll give you the simple, almost effortless mental shift you need to make to finally, once and for all, start seeing real, lasting progress. If you're nodding your head right now, you know the feeling intimately. It's a toxic cocktail of frustration, disappointment, and, let's be honest, a little bit of shame. You scroll through social media, you see friends or influencers seemingly crushing their financial goals, buying homes, traveling, paying off huge debts, and you're left wondering, what is wrong with me? Why can't I get it together? Here's the secret they don't tell you. The problem isn't your character or your willpower. It's the framework. It's the way we're all taught to approach our finances. We're told to set big, audacious, inspiring goals like pay off $20,000 in credit card debt or save $10,000 for a down payment. And those goals are inspiring for about a week. But they're also massive, abstract, and so far off in the future that they don't feel real. They're destinations without a roadmap. Think of it this way, a goal is just a wish. It's a single point on a distant horizon. When you only stare at how far away that point is, the journey feels overwhelming, if not completely impossible. You try to rely on pure willpower to get you across that vast distance, but willpower is like your phone's battery. It starts at 100% in the morning and depletes with every decision you make. A stressful week at work, an unexpected car repair, or just one day of feeling tired and burned out is all it takes to drain your motivation completely. You're failing because your focus is entirely on the destination, but you've spent zero time building the vehicle that will actually get you there. You're trying to run a marathon without ever doing a single training run or even buying a good pair of shoes. That's why you always burn out and end up back at the starting line year after year. So if just setting big goals is a proven recipe for failure, what's the fix? This is the simple mental shift that changes absolutely everything, and it is the core of what we're talking about today. Stop focusing on your goals. Start building systems. Let's break that down. The goal is the what. It's the tangible result you want to achieve in the future. A system is the how. It's the repeatable process you follow day in and day out that makes the result practically inevitable. A goal-focused person says, I want to pay off my car loan. A system-focused person says, I will make an extra payment of $75 on the 15th of every month, no matter what. A goal-focused person says, I want to save $5,000 this year. A system-focused person says, I'm setting up an automatic transfer of $97 every Friday from my checking to my high-yield savings account. See the profound difference? The goal is a passive dream. The system is an active process. One relies on hope and fleeting motivation. The other relies on a structure you build once that runs on its own, like a well-oiled machine. Instead of waking up every day hoping you have the energy and discipline to do the right thing, you create a framework that does the heavy lifting for you, especially on your worst days. That's the real secret to financial progress. It's not about trying harder or having more grit. It's about having a smarter, more reliable system. Okay, this all sounds good in theory, but how do you actually build one of these automated financial systems? It's surprisingly simple, and it boils down to 3 concrete steps that turn that vague wish into an unstoppable action plan. First, get painfully specific. Pay off debt is not a plan, it's a dream. It's too vague to act on. Pay off my $3,000 Capital One card, which has a 22% interest rate, by sending an extra $250 a month on the last Friday of every month until it's gone, is a clear, actionable instruction. You need to give your goal a number, a deadline, and a specific action. Clarity is the absolute foundation for everything that follows because it eliminates guesswork. Second, break it down into laughably small pieces. A goal to save $5,000 in a year sounds intimidating. It's a big number that can easily lead to paralysis. But let's do the math. That's about $417 a month. Still sounds like a lot for some budgets. Let's go further. That's roughly $97 a week. All of a sudden, that huge, scary number becomes a totally manageable, bite-sized action. Breaking it down this way keeps you from feeling overwhelmed, which is the number one reason people quit. The goal isn't to save $5,000 once, it's to save $97 52 times. That's a mental game you can actually win. Third, and this is the most critical, non-negotiable step of all, automate the action. I cannot stress this enough. Your willpower will fail you, but automation will not. Right now, or as soon as this video is over, go into your banking app and set up an automatic recurring transfer. If your system is to save $97 a week, schedule it to move from your checking to a separate savings account every single payday. If your system is to pay extra on your debt, set up that recurring payment. This single move removes temptation, eliminates decision fatigue, and guarantees you'll stick with the plan without ever thinking about it. You start treating your financial progress like just another bill you have to pay. By the way, if this idea of building systems instead of just setting goals is starting to click for you, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel and tells me I'm on the right track with this content. The big idea here is to completely reframe your approach. Stop staring at the distant finish line and start focusing on building the machine that will drive you there, day after day. Your financial success isn't about finding some hidden reserve of discipline or becoming a different person overnight. It's about having better, more intelligent systems. Let's recap. Make your goal specific and measurable. Break it down into tiny, weekly or monthly actions that don't feel scary. And most importantly, automate those actions so they happen without you lifting a finger or relying on a single ounce of motivation. Now, I want to hear from you because action is everything. What is one financial system you're going to build this week after watching this? Are you going to automate a $25 weekly transfer to savings? Are you going to set up one extra $50 debt payment? Drop your specific system in the comments below. Putting it in writing and sharing it is the first powerful step to making it real. And if you want more practical, no-nonsense strategies to take control of your money, make sure you subscribe for more videos. You can absolutely do this. This isn't about being perfect. It's about making relentless, automatic progress. And when you have the right system in place, progress is no longer a hope. It's an inevitability. Now go build it.